Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Elden Ring and we're going to be doing another armor video, and today's is going to be the 4 best hero armor sets. And now this is a very loose grouping because other than the stock set that you get with the hero class when you start out, which is the one I'm wearing here, none of the rest of them really fit the theme too well. So I kind of just wanted to group together some armors that I think personally kind of fit the playstyle for heroes or have similar types of design, and we'll go through those as we touch them. So we're just going to be going down from 4 to 1, so we're starting off right here with the champion set. And so like I said, as far as getting this one, the easiest and quickest way, or I don't know, that probably depends on your point of view, but the most straightforward way is just to start off in the hero class. If you do, you will start with this suit of armor. As far as the pieces for this one, we have the champion's headband, the champion's pauldrons, the champion's bracers, and the champion gaiters. So makes sense, they're all named after the same thing. As far as stats on this go, for damage negation, we've got physical of 13.8, strike of 13.2, slash of 14.9, pierce of 16.3, magic of 16.3, fire of 19, lightning of 19.9, and holy of 19.9, giving it an average damage negation of 16.7, which is not bad for light armor. As far as poise goes, we've got 12.5, and this suit weighs 13.4. For the rest of the resistances, we have immunity of 116, robustness of 73, focus of 96, and vitality of 88. So honestly, stat-wise, like I said, for a suit of light armor, which this is, pretty good, honestly. It definitely isn't going to blow anyone away with its stats, but poise isn't nearly as low as a lot of light armor is, and a lot of your resistances are actually pretty good. So, despite not appearing to cover much and being made mostly of cloth and fur, it actually does a decent amount of protecting. So as far as getting this suit goes, like I already said, you can get it by starting out in the hero class, and if you do, you'll just have it. Otherwise, you have to come over here. So you can see that we're in Kaiden. We're down here. The closest site of grace is the southern Aeonia Swamp Bank, and if you just go to there, or if you just take the highway down, you'll meet in this little triangle section here where there's a nomadic merchant. So you can see he's sitting down here by his campfire with his trusty mule, or I'm not exactly sure what that is. And you can purchase it from him. So not very expensive. So for 4,500 runes, you can purchase the whole set. And also interestingly, because I know I've gotten questions about this before, this is where you can get the Great Helm, which is one of my favorite helmets in the game. But yeah, so if you didn't start out in the Heroes class, you just make your way to Kaiden. Pretty easy considering, you know, it's right next to your starting region, and there's not really any boss that you have to fight to get here. You can kind of just ride right through. So if you want this set of armor, that is how you do it. So that is number 4. Let's move on to number 3. All right, and so for our number 3 spot, we have the Kaiden set. And now here, like I said, is where we start breaking from the archetype, because if you look at the hero class, just in standard RPG slash, you know, dark fantasy type thing, following those tropes, it is clearly supposed to be Elden Ring's version of the barbarian class. And we don't really have a lot of barbarian style armor in this game, but what we do have is this, the rest of these ones are kind of gonna fit with that, you know, they have the accents either made out of animal fur or something like that, and maybe are slightly more Nordic in origin. So like I said, I feel like they work decently well as a substitution for better armors going up the hero tree. Because honestly, like I said, I didn't really find any armors other than the champion set in the game that really stick with the hero vibe too much. So these next 3, starting with this one here, the Kaiden set, are going to be the ones that I think come the closest. So if you're trying to play as a hero class, these ones I think work pretty well aesthetically speaking, and of course have quite a bit better stats. So yeah, the Kaiden set here, obviously a pretty cool looking one. Like I said, it's got kind of an Anglo-Saxon slash Nordic type of thing, so it's got various inspirations going on in there. Looks an awful lot like, I would say, armor from Rohan in the Lord of the Rings. It looks a decent amount like what you'd see in that world, but pretty cool looking in my opinion. As far as pieces to make up the set, you have the Kaiden helm, the Kaiden armor, the Kaiden gauntlets, and the Kaiden trousers, so pretty obvious there. Got to pair it with the dismounter because that's the preferred weapon of this mob type in the game. You don't actually have to pair it with the dismounter, but I like to because it's a pretty cool weapon. But yeah, as far as stats on this one go, damage negation, we've got a physical of 25.7, strike of 18.8, slash of 25.7, pierce of 25.7, magic of 17, fire of 18.8, lightning of 15.4, and holy of 17. So pretty big upgrades in almost every area over the champion set. And as far as an average damage negation, we have 20.5, so significantly higher. As far as poise on this set, we have 29, which is again going to be quite a bit higher than the champion set. And for weight, 20.8, so a little bit higher than the champion set, but still probably what most people would consider pretty light armor. As far as the other resistances go, for immunity we have 60, robustness we have 118, focus we have 33, and vitality we have 33. So not ridiculously high stats across the board, but a pretty solid suit of armor and a definite upgrade over the champion set. Now, as far as getting this armor is going to go, that's going to be the annoying part, because there's no one set location where you're going to pick up the whole suit. It is going to be dropped individually by Northern Mercenaries and Mounted Northern Mercenaries in Limgrave. And the best place to go to kind of farm these guys is going to be between right here where I'm at, the Achiel Lake North site of Grace, and kind of just from here up along the Murkwater coast, so down this road, and there's going to be some down this road. Basically, you can spawn in and ride through here and take out 4 or 5 of them pretty easily before, you know, you have to respawn and try again. So it is going to be a random grind type thing, but like I said, not a terribly complicated enemy. You can see there's one right there. As far as a lot of mobs in the game go, they're not the hardest to take out, and then you just keep doing that until they'll drop the pieces. And like I said, they do drop individually. This guy dropped something. And okay, look at that, he dropped the Kaiden armor. So you just got to keep doing that until you get all of the pieces that make up this set. So that is how you get the Kaiden armor. Alright, for the number 2 set, we have the Raging Wolf set, which I think looks pretty similar to the Kaiden armor. Obviously, it looks very different from it, but as far as themes go, it's very similar. So it's got that same sort of stuff going on, like I said, a mix-up of like some Nordic themes and some Anglo-Saxon type armors mashed together to make sort of a, obviously, fantasy vibing kind of thing, but it utilizes some animal looking components, maybe feathers, possibly fur, hard to tell with the graphical fidelity in this game, but looks pretty similar, and like I said, I think it fits pretty well for the hero style playthrough. So appearance wise, this one's pretty cool. As far as components, this one is made up of the Raging Wolf helm, the Raging Wolf armor, the Raging Wolf gauntlets, and the Raging Wolf greaves, so pretty obvious there. As far as stats on this one go, for damage negation, we've got 29.3 for physical, 25.8 for strike, 29.3 for slash, 28.1 for pierce, 22.1 for magic, 24.7 for fire, 15.3 for lightning, and 20.3 for holy, giving it an average damage negation of 24.4, so a decent step above the last one. As far as poise on this suit, we have 32, so again, a pretty big jump over the, well, it's not a huge jump over the Kaiden set, but it's a good step up. And then for weight, 24.1, so still not very heavy. This one is still fitting that theme of being pretty light armor. As far as the other resistances go, for immunity, we have 77, robustness, we have 135, focus, we have 43, and vitality, we have 43. So pretty great armor, and like I said, it's going to be mostly just an upgrade over the Kaiden set in pretty much every way. And if you want it, you have to make your way up here to Volcano Manor. And I've went through it in a bunch of different videos, but I'll just briefly explain. There are basically 3 ways to get here. You can either walk straight up, so make your way to the Altus Plateau and just walk up into the Volcano Manor, or you can make your way to the Grand Lift of Dectus, and once you've gotten up to there, then go back down and talk to a girl that you'll find here. She'll ask you to go get her amulet thing for her, and you can get it from Boyle Brunchock and bring it back. Then she'll give you a letter, and if you've already discovered the Grand Lift, she will then be waiting up there for you, so then you just go back up it again, and she'll be waiting at the top, and she'll bring you up to Volcano Manor. Or, for the third way, you can go down into the underground of Raya Lucaria and get yourself killed by an abductor virgin, who will then bring you up to the subterranean Inquisition chamber, and then after you fight your way out of there, you can then walk into Volcano Manor. There are a number of ways to get up there, but once you get up there, you will start doing missions for that lady sitting right there, and there'll be letters basically that you'll open up, and they'll just tell you to go kill someone. And after you've done 2 of them, I believe, the third one will be to assist this guy right here, Knight Bernal, in going after 2 targets. They're going to be Vagram, the Raging Wolf, and the Errant Sorcerer Wilhelm. That mission will be over here in the capital, down at the Fortified Manor 1st floor. And so it's important to do this before you've progressed too far in the story, because once changes are made to this capital here, this mission will no longer be possible. Once you've gotten yourself into the royal capital at that site of grace that I just pointed out, you go through that door, come out this door. Basically, you're just going to be hopping into here, and there will be a summon signed on the ground. You summon it, and you and Bernal will kill the other 2. Once you've killed them, this suit of armor will be put into your inventory. So that's number 2. Let's move on to number 1. All right, and so for number 1, we have BLAIDD'S set. And now this one is going to be one that a lot of people might not ever get because you have to do a pretty long storyline to get this one. But if you want to get it, you're going to have to be committed. So as far as all of them go on this list, this one definitely appears to have the heaviest armor style. Underneath the big furry cape and outside of the head, it appears to be pretty comprehensive plate armor. But again, we're going to have some of those same themes. So you can see we've got hanging down over the groin instead of a solid codpiece. We've got sort of a scale type thing, which kind of helps it fit the theme. And if you look around, it kind of looks like there's some sort of animal fur or maybe just a really rough tunic or gambeson underneath. But I think it fits pretty well, and obviously with the big furry cape, that definitely helps lend it a little bit more credibility in this realm. As far as appearance-wise on this set, it's very unique, what with the wolf-style head and the huge furry cloak. But I think pretty cool looking. As far as components that make this one up, we have the Black Wolf mask, the BLAIDD'S armor, BLAIDD'S gauntlets, and BLAIDD'S greaves. So pretty standard there. Basically, you're just going to be trying to look like the character Blade. As far as stats on this one go, for damage negation, we've got a physical of 31.8, strike of 28, slash of 31.8, pierce of 33.4, magic of 24.7, fire of 27.6, lightning of 22.7, and holy of 25.8, giving it an average damage negation of 28.2. So another step over the last one. Then for poise, we actually have 51 on this set. So very considerable upgrade over the Raging Wolf set, and definitely the highest on this list. And for weight, 32.7. So we do cross the 30 threshold, so this is probably what most people would no longer consider light armor. It's definitely solidified in the medium armor range. Still not ridiculously heavy considering the pretty decent damage stats it has. For the other resistances, we have an immunity of 91, robustness of 169, focus of 60, and vitality of 60. So again, you're just going to be mostly seeing upgrades from the previous set. So stat-wise, a pretty solid suit, and appearance-wise, definitely very solid. So getting this one can be kind of difficult though, because you have to complete Ranni's questline. Then the next time you go to Ranni's Rise, Blythe will be outside and he'll be like insane and you'll have to fight and kill him. That is how you get the armor, gauntlets, and the greaves for this set. A very long questline. I definitely recommend just looking up a tutorial if you've never done it before. So that is how you get 3 of the pieces for this armor, but you still need the helmet, and for that you have to go over to Seluvis's Rise. So you can see the front door is right there. We're going to go up this little crumbling side wall. Just don't fall down because then you'll have to try again. And over here, you'll see this body sitting here. And you'll be able to loot the mask off of that body. So that is how you get BLAIDD'S armor set. So like I said, out of all the ones on this list, definitely the at least most time-consuming one to get, because Ranni's questline is a pretty lengthy one. But that is how you get it, and like I said, in my opinion, it's the best one for the hero class, even though it's not strictly assigned to that class. I think it works quite well. So that is the top 4 best hero armor sets and how or where to get them. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was useful, but we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.